Is it really possible to create SAP reports without any ABAP programming? Answer is yes guys, it is really possible to create SAP reports without ABAP programming. SAP has provided an amazing tool known as SAP Ad Hoc Query where you can create SAP reports without actually writing the ABAP program. In today's video, I will be taking you through a step-by-step procedure of creating SAP queries without actually writing ABAP program. For the purpose of today's video, we will be creating a SAP report with the fields material, material description, old material number, plant, storage location, unrestricted stock, waste heat of major and value class. If you see this SAP report template very carefully, you will identify that there are multiple tables involved to create this SAP report. The tables are MARD, MARA and MBEW. So the task for today's video is to fetch data from these tables and join the data from these tables into the form of a consolidated report. So how does the SAP query creation work? So it's a three-step process. The first step is to maintain the user groups. In step number 2, we will be creating info sets, and in this step number 3, we will be maintaining queries. We will discuss each step in detail with the system demo. So let us now head towards our SAP screen and see how each step works in the SAP environment. So we are now into our SAP screen, and the first step is to create maintain user group. So we need to go to transition code SQ03. In SQ03 we can create the user group. So I am creating user group JET Google Test. I click on create button, and here I need to give the text to this particular user group. I click on save button. It will ask me for the package. I will save this on the local object right now. See, here you can see a button assign user info set. You need not to assign any user info set to this particular user group because at the end we will be creating the T code for the SAP query we create, and in that particular case user group would be a global user group. So you need not to assign any info set or users to that. Right. So we have created the user group has been saved. Now coming to the second step is to maintain info sets. To create info set, T code is SQ02. Here I will be creating the info set with name JET material. I click on create. Here I need to give the name of info set. So let me give a name material demo. Here you need to click on table join using basis table because you have to read the data from multiple tables and join the data from multiple tables into a report. So we will be joining the tables, right? So here you need to enter the first table. So the first table would be MARD. Let me click on continue. So here you can see this is the first table MARD, right? And these are the key fields material number, plant and storage location. Now I have to add another table which would be MARA. So here you can see the linkage between table number 1 MARD's key fields with the table 2 MARA's key field. The material number is linked with the material number. I will also include one more table which is MBEW. So here you can see material number is linked with material number, but I also need to link valuation area with the plant. So what I need to do, I need to make a connection between MARD's plant with the MBEW's valuation area. Right? So we have all the three tables here. We have joined the tables, and now let me click on the info set. It will ask me whether you want to include all the table fields or the key fields. So I'll include all the table fields, because it's not only the key fields which we require, we also require few non-key fields. So I have clicked here. Here you can see you have the field groups with you. For each table you have a separate field group. You need to click on generate button. When you click on generate button, okay, it will ask you to save this in a package. I am saving this into the local object, and the info set would be created. So info set has been saved. Now we have to assign this info set to the respective user group. So here you can see this button, role user group assignment. I'll click on this button, and here at the last I'll be having my user group JAD Union Test, right? So I'll click on this checkbox and click on save, right? So this particular info set which we created just now is being assigned to this particular user group JAD Union Test. Now what I need to do is to create a SAP query based on this particular info set which we just created in this step number 2. So to create SAP query, the T code is SQ01, right? So here, before you create the info set query here, you need to go to SQ03 again, and you need to enter your user group here. Click on display, and then you need to navigate to SQ01, because in SQ01 here you can see now the queries for user group JAD Union Test is coming. Earlier it was coming some random user group. So to create the queries for user group JAD Union Test, you need to first go to SQ03 and display your user group there. So that SAP system is being logged in into your user group. Now here I need to click on info set query. Before I need to give the info set query name, then I need to click on info set query. It will ask me for which info set you want to create. So I have one info set only, so I'll click on JAD material, right? So we were having 3 different field groups. For 3 different tables we were having 3 different field groups in the info set. Also we have another field group known as selection fields from the info set. So what we need to do here now is, from each field group we will be having either the selection fields or the output fields. So in the case, I need material number at selection as well as at the output. I need plant in the selection as well as in the output. I need stage location in the selection as well as in the output. Now here you can see this field with text. You can see small t here, right? So this field is coming with text. So if you right click on this particular field, this particular pop-up comes. So it shows where you want to see text or value or both into the selection as well as output fields. So in selection I have kept it as only value. In the output also I have kept as only value. In the plant as well, only value. Output में in output also I will select only value. Same goes with stage location, only value, as well as in the selection, only value. Perfect. Now what we need is, we need valuated unrestricted stock, and that would be in the output, not in the selection screen, right? Now from the general master data, what do we require? We require the old material number in the output. Then what else do we require? Right, now what we require is Welshing class of, so Welshing class again is filled with text, so we require only value here, not the text. Right. So this is the thing which we require here. Okay, so let me do one thing. In the output I want to see the material text as well, so I'll select value and text. Right. I'll click on save button. Right. So it's asking me for the name of query. I'll use jet material. I'll give my text there. I give material query demo. Okay, I click on save button. It has saved my query. So let me go back and try to execute my SAP query. So here I can put plant, history, location, anything. Let me run it for the blank. So this is the report which I get, right? So this is the report I have. I can use the filters, I can use the all ABAP options which we get. So this is the thing which we have, right? We can also create T-code for the SAP query we just created. For that I have already created a separate video. You may check the video by clicking in the I button above. I'll also give a link at the end of the video to create transition code for the SAP ad hoc query. I hope you liked this video. If you liked this video, press the like button, comment on the video. If you have any other doubts, you can always ask me in the comment section. Share this with your SAP community and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you again in another video. Till then, keep exploring, keep learning, stay happy.